What I done is bad. No doubt about that. It's very bad to molest her. It's very bad, I know.
Imagine Ijesha licking your child, touching her breast, pressing her private part for 30 minutes.
We are going to say no to molestation. We are going to say no to child abuse. I stand as a mother. I stand as a woman. He must go to jail.
Our case today will take us to the Nigerian entertainment industry, fondly called Nollywood, and features two prominent actors, comedian Damilola Adekoya, popularly called Princess, and her colleague Olariwaju James, popularly known in the industry as Baba Ijesha, whom she accused of sexual assault, indecent treatment of a minor, and an attempted sexual assault on her foster daughter, who was only 7 years old when the series of assault started. Hello, you are very welcome if this is your first time, and welcome back if this is not your first time. My name is Joy Phillips, and this is Lawyers Case Files. For the sake of convenience in this case, we will simply refer to comedian Damilola Adekoya by her stage name Princess, and Olariwaju James by his stage name Baba Ijesha. According to Princess, who was both the foster parent and legal guardian of the victim in this case, her relationship with Baba Ijesha has started when Baba Ijesha, being out of luck both in life and in his career, had approached her for help and mentorship with his career. Princess said that she supported Baba Ijesha in every way she could, including helping him to get enrolled in a prestigious university in Lagos State to improve his education, and also helping him to get roles that put his acting career on the spotlight. She narrated that after years and years of mentorship and support, Baba Ijesha had become more than a friend and more like a member of her family, and at this point he was free to visit her home anytime, and that she was not afraid to leave him alone with members of his family anytime he visited. So at this point he had gained her trust, so to speak. According to Princess, trouble however started when on one of his visits to her family in 2013, she had left Baba Ijesha alone in the house with the victim, her daughter, who was only 7 at the time. She claimed that on this very occasion, Baba Ijesha, sensing that he was the only one in the house with the child, has asked the 7-year-old to remove her clothes and climb on his lap. She said that the victim told her that after some time she could feel weakness on her body, and that Baba Ijesha brought out a handkerchief or a piece of cloth and cleaned it up. The child said he then asked her to go get a towel and clean herself up properly. The victim said that after this, Baba Ijesha told her not to tell anyone what has just happened. Princess further narrated that the next day, Baba Ijesha again visited her family, probably to confirm that the child did not tell. And this time when he was leaving, he called on the victim again to follow him to the car to pick up the food he allegedly bought for the family. She said that as soon as Baba Ijesha got inside his car with the victim, he inserted his car keys inside the victim's private part. Princess claimed that this act was also repeated in 2014 when Baba Ijesha visited their house yet again, lured the victim to his car and again assaulted her by inserting his car keys into her private part. Princess claimed that after these incidents, the victim's behavior started to change gradually, and her family started to seek for answers as to why the victim was acting so out of other. She said that somewhere along the line, she was able to convince the victim, and she confided in her how Baba Ijesha had repeatedly abused her between 2013 and 2014. Following her conversation with her daughter, Princess arranged a sting operation staged with CCTV cameras around the house, meant to help her catch Baba Ijesha right in the act. She then invited Baba Ijesha to come over to her house to discuss a movie production that she wanted him to be part of. According to Princess, in the middle of the meeting, she excused herself to go somewhere and get something, thereby leaving Baba Ijesha alone in the house with the victim. It's important to mention here that this sting operation is now happening somewhere in 2021, when the victim is now about 40 years old. According to Princess, as soon as she left the house, Baba Ijesha methodically inspected the whole house to make sure that no one else was around the house with him and the victim, without of course knowing that all his actions and movements were being monitored on CCTV cameras. And that when he had satisfied himself that they were the only ones in the house, Baba Ijesha went ahead to assault the 14-year-old victim in so many ways. According to her, the CCTV showed him touching and kissing the 14-year-old all over her body, including her ears, her fingers and toes. And that wasn't all he did. He was also seen touching her chest, pressing her breast, and fondling her genitals for over 30 minutes, all caught on CCTV cameras without his knowledge. Those who saw the CCTV recording described it as being very disturbing and unsettling, to say the least. They said that at some point in the sting operation, the victim went to the kitchen and Baba Ijesha quickly followed her. And knowing that there were no CCTV cameras in the kitchen to monitor them, and sensing that Baba Ijesha might intensify his assault, Princess quickly stormed the house with others and cameras. Realizing he's been caught in the act with CCTV cameras and how much trouble he was in, Baba Ijesha immediately went down on his knees, admitting to what he has done, and begged Princess for forgiveness, stating that it was the devil that made him to do it. The police were called in and he was arrested. During interrogation, he repeatedly admitted and confessed to the police, stating that it was the devil that pushed him or made him to do it. It's important to mention here that despite his confession to the police and the clear CCTV video recording, few days after his arrest, many of the actor's fans, including some of his colleagues in the entertainment industry, came out in his defense. Some even posted videos on social media stating that Baba Ijesha was not capable of committing the child defilement for which he was being accused of, and that he was just being framed for his popularity and success in the Nollywood industry. While it's been repeatedly said that evil does not necessarily look evil in reality, and that's actually why it's very dangerous and of course evil. In June 2021, Baba Ijesha was brought before the Ikeja Special Offences Court on charges ranging from indecent treatment of a child, sexual assault of a minor, attempted sexual assault by penetration, and attempted sexual assault by penetration, which he committed in 2013 and repeated in 2014 and 2021 respectively. During his trial, Baba Ijesha quickly retracted his confession to the police and told the court that everything he did to the minor as shown in the CCTV video recording were all part of rehearsal for a video role he was scheduled to play with the minor. In July 2022, after receiving evidence in this case, the court convicted Baba Ijesha of the triple offences of indecent treatment of a child, sexual assault, and attempted sexual assault, and sentenced him to 5-year jail term for each of these offences to run concurrently. For those who are not familiar with what a concurrent jail term means, even though he received 5 years jail term for each of these 3 offences, making it a total of 15 years, he will only serve 5 years in prison because his jail term runs concurrently. This would have been different if he had been handed a consecutive jail term, which means that he would have spent a total of 15 years in prison. The judge further stated that his jail term started running from July 14th, 2021. As of September 2022, Baba Ijesha and his counsel said that they were taking steps to appeal his conviction. On September 19th, 2022, Baba Ijesha, through his lawyers, made an application asking the court to grant him bail pending the outcome of his appeal. He asked the court to suspend his sentence because if not, he would have completed his prison term before the determination of his appeal, and this might result in a miscarriage of justice against him, according to his lawyers. So here we have it, guys, the full story of how popular Nollywood star Olariwaju James went from being a super Nollywood actor to a convict, spending his nights and days in prison custody for child defilement and assault. Thank you for watching yet another episode from Lawyers Case Files, especially for watching till the end. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you haven't. Look after your loved ones and stay safe out there. I will definitely see you in my next one. Bye.